Charlie Reed is an exceptional human being. He is a visionary who has the ability to convert that vision into a strategic plan and then has the operational capability to actually make that plan work.
Former Senator Bob Graham knows that Dr. Charles Reed has what it takes to run the largest public university system in the country. During Graham's tenure as both governor and senator of Florida, Reed held a number of posts in the governor's office and served as chancellor of the state university system of Florida. Senator Graham knows Reed's been asking and answering the key questions about providing access for all to higher education.
About half of our students are the first in their families to ever get to go to college. That's what California looks like, and that's what America is going to look like in the next 15 years. We have really made a major effort to reach out to the underserved students of color. How do you reach out to immigrants? And how do you make a university system a welcoming, friendly place to go to school? How do you maintain quality?
Reed himself came from a blue-collar background, one of 7 children, born in a Pennsylvania coal mining town. He credits a football scholarship at George Washington University with affording him the education that eventually led to him becoming chancellor of the California State University, with its 23 campuses and 450,000 students.
Charlie was a football player, and he has a lot of the attributes of a middle linebacker. He knows how to play the game. He's prepared to hit people hard if he has to, but he also has a very gracious personality, which is confidence building, draws people to him, and he surrounds himself with very able, effective people who can help execute the plans that he has developed.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
CSU Board of Trustees member Herbert Carter, a longtime community and educational leader, has seen Reed's deep commitment and multi-pronged approach to outreach to African American, Latino, Asian, and Native American communities, as well as American troops.
Charlie Reed, more than any other chancellor in this system, cares about the full range of education, access, retention, and graduation. Most people worry about getting students in. Charlie worries about getting them in, getting them through, and getting them out.
I was in a school walking around in a middle school, and I was asking students and teachers, do you know what it takes to go to college? And frankly, very, very few people knew.
CSU's pioneering test for high school juniors measures whether students are ready for college work. And another very popular innovation of Reed's is a poster called How to Get to College. The poster outlines what it takes in numerous languages from 6th through 12th grades.
So far, we've distributed 2.5 million posters throughout California. I can just see these kids putting these posters up above their desk at home and allowing them to say, okay, I need to take Algebra 1 next year.
California State University constantly works hand in hand with community religious and ethnic organizations to recruit students by traveling to their neighborhoods. Reed attends Super Sunday events like this one at West Angeles Cathedral.
I know that you know the power of education and what education can do for anybody and everybody. And that power we need to share. And we need to make sure that everybody has access to that power.
And CSU attracts students and families to its campuses on Super Saturdays for information, entertainment, and workshops.
And with the 23 campuses of the California State University system is saying, is that there's a place for you. There's a place for you. There's a place for you. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
Efforts are paying off with a 21% increase in admission applications for Latinos, 12% for African Americans, and 15% for Native Americans. It's all about students like Rowana Johnson, who recently graduated with a double major. Rowana had a tough life that got even tougher when her mother died during Rowana's sophomore year at CSU, and she ended up as guardian of her teenage sister and brother.
She wanted me to go to college. It was so important. She told me since I was young, that's the only way you're going to get out of the hood, or what you call the ghetto, the projects, is going into higher education. That's the key.
CSU helped her meet her goals by providing services, guidance, and encouragement. Rowana graduated with honors last June and hopes to inspire others by her example.
It was exciting. I was like, I'm actually doing this. And I just felt as though like my mom's presence was still there. She was somewhere above just watching me, like, Rowana, you actually did it.
There is value to getting an education that has something to do with employment, but there's also value in getting an education to help you to live an enlightened life. The CSU believes that it's important to get an education for life.
Charlie recognizes that America is undergoing a transition the likes of which we haven't seen since the Industrial Revolution at the end of the 19th century. But this isn't going to be a revolution built on coal or steel or commodities. It's going to be built on human intellect. And the key to developing that intellect will be what happens in our schools, colleges, and universities. Charlie understands that, and he's preparing that next generation in the largest and most diverse state in the country.